Pay close attention to what's on the whiteboard in the background in that video of Thomas Matthew Crooks being featured in a BlackRock advertisement from 2022, unit number 3. That's what it says above the teacher's head. There's multiple other words about the government on it. They were trying to essentially put that out there, as they like to do, to show exactly what's coming next. These are extremely evil people, and they want to be able to brag and kind of gloat that they can get away with this type of thing, and that's why they continue to put symbolism like that in it. As if you look at the building he shot from, it is building number 3. This has been planned for a long time. I'm extremely confident that not only did this man have training, he was also an extremely sophisticated and experienced shooter. Now, the reason why we know he had training is because the shot was almost perfect. If Trump hadn't have moved his head at that exact moment in time, it would have hit him and he would no longer be here with us right now. But the reason why we also know he's experienced is because he did this under extreme pressure and duress. You can see right before he opens fire, there are people, Trump supporters, who are yelling, "Look, up on the roof, there's a guy with a gun." Obviously, Thomas would have heard that, and so that's already a lot of pressure right there. But that wasn't all. There was more to the story. Take a look at this. You can see right there a picture of the building he fired from, building number 3. There's the ladder, and there's the place where he actually was. But what we heard this morning is that there was actually an officer that came up the ladder, saw Thomas there. Thomas then turned around, made eye contact with him, pointed his gun at the officer before the officer, unfortunately, decided to go back down the ladder. So now he knows there's someone who's onto him right behind him, likely with a gun. He then has to turn around and fire extremely quickly at President Trump. That's a ton of pressure to be under, as there's the yelling, there's the person behind you who's likely about to take you out in a matter of seconds, and yet he's still able to get the shot off and hit that accurately on Donald Trump's ear. That right there is someone who has a lot of experience. That is a trained individual, likely someone who is working with the 3-letter agencies for multiple years, probably since the time of the recording of that BlackRock video, to be ready for this situation. We're on to them. How does a 20-year-old loner that has never had a job, according to Proud Army Brat, and lived at home, outsmart the PA State Police, the Butler County officers, the Butler County Police, and every single other state official and Secret Service agency that was there at the same time and be able to get a shot like that? It's almost impossible for that to happen, as we now have this piece of information here, which, by the way, I will let you know ahead of time before I read it. I don't believe this is real, but it's important still for me to read it because I do believe that is really what happened, even though this is not real itself. This is like what he would say if he was allowed to go against his bosses, if he was allowed to reveal the truth. "My name is Jonathan Willis. I'm an officer in the famous photo of the 2 snipers on the roof at the Trump rally. I came here to inform the public that I had the assassin in my sights for at least 3 minutes, but the head of the Secret Service refused to give the order for me to take out the perp. I understand that it's risky for me to talk about this, especially with a family, but I believe that if we all work together, we can actually defeat these people and we can take our country back, and that right there is worth every bit of risk that all of us are taking to call these people